NSJT, no secrets, just truth. Jazreel Emil Kavan. Be not afraid. Be not afraid of this day, of this hour, of this minute. Be not afraid of the sun as it rises over the day. Be not afraid of the moon as it rises over the night. Be not afraid of anything. Have courage to face your fears. Have courage to face the world. Have courage to face yourself. For we lack not the intelligence to be great. We lack not the skill to be great. All we have to do is believe in ourselves. All we have to do is take a stand for what we believe in. All we have to do is stick to our morals and our convictions. We have to raise our voices at times and speak forcefully and tell the world that what it is not acceptable. At times we must go up against those who we love to defend the principles of which we stand for. We can no longer sit and allow things to happen, allow our lives to fall into chaos and decay. We can no longer sit on the sidelines and wait for someone else to play the field. We can no longer sit and watch as so many go through tragedies, pain, heartache. We, as a people, must stick to our responsibility. We are each other's keepers. We are each other's strength. We are each other's power. We define what it is to be human. We define what it is to be great. Now, many will doubt that they are worth what they are worth. Many will doubt that God loves them. Many will doubt the love for themselves and the power of love. But I say to you, have no doubts, have no fears, be not afraid. For the future is what you decide it will be. The future is decided by your actions and your choices and what you have decided to do. No one can take that away from you. He who has not created you cannot destroy you. You are going to be born into this world regardless whether it was to your mother and father or to someone else. You are a gift to your parents. You are a gift to this world. You are a gift to heaven and beyond. In this realm that we live in, I know there is so much darkness and chaos and pain and sorrow and scars. But let your tears not be in vain. Let something great come from it. Rise up like a phoenix out of the ashes. Show your enemies your true strength. Show your enemies that they cannot keep you down. Show your enemies that you have fight still left in you. Show your enemies that you are something to be feared because you stand on the right hand of God. God said, I am your shield and your sword. I shall protect you. It is said in Psalms 121 that he neither sleeps nor slumber, but is constantly awake watching over us. We cannot be afraid. Fear is the poison of the devil. He keeps us in chains. He keeps us in bondage. It keeps us from being able to see the joy that will come over the horizon of tomorrow. It keeps us from wanting to see tomorrow. There are those who have taken their lives because they could not believe in a better tomorrow, in a better life. They looked in the mirror and only saw pain and hurt and wanted to end it. But for each person that lost their lives because of that reason, there is a person who was late, who decided to go to the club, who decided to do something totally different, something watching a movie, talking with other friends that they did not notice, did not pay any attention of the turmoil or tragedy that was about to happen. There are blood on our hands. We are stained with the blood of our ancestors. We are stained with the blood of those who stand with us today. All of us are guilty of turning our backs at some point or sometime on someone, not having faith in them, not believing in them. I say today, enough. If you want someone to believe in you, you must believe in them. You must believe that there is a force that is powerful enough to break through any wall, any door, any chain. It is love. We reflect the love of God. We reflect the grace of God. We reflect the blessing of God. I used to ask my student, which one would you rather be, the cup or the pitcher? The pitcher has so much more in it than a cup. When you decide to follow God, you become the pitcher because you are so filled up with the knowledge and the wisdom and the word and the love and the grace and the mercy of God himself. But a cup can only handle but so much, and it must wait to be refilled from the pitcher itself. Another statement I used to make to my students is, where would you like your name to be written? In the hearts of men or in the book of history? The pages of history will be soon forgotten. But once you write your name in the hearts of men, it carries on into the gates of heaven. I say, be not afraid. And never cry a tear unless it will change something. Some of us cry a little bit too much. Some of us complain a little too much that we don't even begin to see how we are still blessed by breathing in the air that we breathe, by still having the life that we have, the ability to walk, the ability to talk, the ability to see, the ability to hear. It's time to turn the ears back on. It's time to open our eyes back up and come back into the realm of reality. Sometimes people are waiting for God to intervene when God's saying, I don't need to intervene. You have the power and authority yourself. I am here with you, but I have given you the power and the authority to do my will. You can move mountains. You can heal. You can raise the truth from the dead. You can restore honor to the nation of God. You can restore honor to the name of God by having faith, even as small as a mustard seed. By having faith, you allow God to move in so many directions for you. Open up so many pathways you have never been able to open yourself. But the key is to love thy God with all thy heart, For Jesus said that it is the greatest commandment. And it's the greatest commandment for a reason. That there is nothing more powerful than love besides truth. Nothing more convincing than one's love. Nothing more amazing than finally knowing who you are and where you belong. And if you have any doubt that you belong in the arms of God, in the presence of God, then the doubt lies with you, whether you believe in God or not. But if it is fear that is keeping you from believing in God, if it is fear that is keeping you from reading the word, if it is fear that is keeping you from changing your life and becoming saved, then I tell you, surely be not afraid. It's not painful. It doesn't hurt to change life. We constantly change. We evolve. If we can accept that we grow as human beings from an infant to an adult, we can't wear the same clothes that we wore when we was 2, when we were 5, when we was 10, when we was 15. You cannot be the same thing over and over again in life spiritually. You have to grow because you outgrow your spiritual clothes. Your mentality, your mind changes. Your heart changes. You evolve into something different than where you started from. Now, some of us evolves into the enemy of life. Some of us evolve into the keepers of life. Some of us will be called to the battlefield to defend the name of God and give our testimony. But we must be prepared to have a voice and speak the truth. We have to be prepared to unleash the power of God, to unleash the authority of God. For when they was about to crucify Jesus, they asked him, by what authority does he have to cast out demons? By what authority does he have to do the things that he do? And Jesus asked, by what authority do you have to do what you do? Because Jesus knew that the world itself had not figured out yet that what is inside of us is more powerful than our outside. They say beauty is on the inside. And it's true. What makes us beautiful is our spirit. What makes us beautiful is the decisions that we make in life. What makes us easy to be loved is when we show that love is powerful. When we show love. When we return love to those who give us love. When we are givers and no longer takers. When we are believers and no longer doubters. Be not afraid. Be not afraid of those who will come to you and surely tell you that you will be defeated, that you will not make it, that you will fail, that you are not worth anything, that you shouldn't be here on this earth. They will be the ones crying out to God, and God will not answer their prayers. Just as the Pharaoh's armies could not protect him from the will of God when Moses came against him. When the time comes, your enemies will not be victorious over you. You will be victorious over them. So I say to you once again, be not afraid, for you stand in the company of God and all his angels.